YouTubers? He's back. Live and direct. Drive for competence. Live and direct. Your competence level determines what you will give attention to. When you don't feel competent, you tend not to pay attention to problems, conflicts, or bigger challenges and opportunities because you don't feel you can handle them. In this way, a lack of competence leads to more delay and procrastination. Your competence level determines your choice of tasks and activities. When you feel capable and confident that you can understand, perform in, and master your world, you are willing to take on harder tasks. This, of course, generally leads to more learning and more success at work. If you feel incapable, you focus on the easier task and quickly become a slave to safety. Which is the case of many people. Yeah. Third, your competence level determines your effort level. Hard workers believe they can create positive outcomes with their effort, so they try harder. It seems all too simple. But expert performance studies have shown over and over that if you believe you are competent, you will work harder and, yes, smarter. Your competence level determines how adaptable and resilient you will be. This one has surprising implications for how successful you will be in life and at work. Those who trust their abilities to understand, perform, and master their world are willing to adjust their course if something isn't working. They get up faster when knocked down because they take the knockdown as a lesson rather than a defeat. Fifth, your competence level determines whether you will lead or follow. Can you imagine a more needed skill today than leadership? Huh? A more needed skill today than leadership? But who are the ones who take the reins at work and in life? It's those who believe in themselves and their abilities. They feel competent to handle challenges if it's a stretch, because they trust they will figure out the challenge with others as they pursue a new, grander vision. Sadly, those who don't trust in their abilities to understand, perform, and master their world can rarely even see a grand vision for themselves or others, let alone actively, courageously, and consistently chase it. Our rapidly changing world requires that we push ourselves to keep up and continue learning and adding value. Thus, the learners, the people always looking to expand their experiences in order to learn more about the world and grow in their own skills, will inherit the new world. With so much on the line, how can we activate our drive for competence in a healthy and energizing way? In a healthy and energizing way. What moves the needle the most in developing competence? Here are three most powerful activators. Activator 1, assess and direct your desire to learn. The desire to learn and master our lives is critical to our confidence and happiness. If we approach learning with joy and enthusiasm, we tend to feel more confident and capable in life. And neuroscientists are now proving that the more we learn, the more our neural pathways strengthen. That's what I told you. Strengthen your mind, only that can save you. Boom! Which leads to our ability to better anticipate and perform, which in turn leads to the pleasurable release of dopamine in the brain. Naturally, we all want to feel the kind of confidence and neural pleasure that comes from developing confidence. But why then don't more people take on more opportunities to learn in life? Why is it that people often fail to challenge themselves to learn new things and build newer and deeper competencies? With that in mind, it's not because they are lazy. That seems to be many commenters' answer these days. No, people are developing more competency and becoming learning ninjas simply because they are unaware of how they're evaluating new learning opportunities. They say no to learning a new language, for example, without really knowing why they don't want to try. With that in mind, you should know that there are proven key indicators that reveal whether or not you will succeed in or even try any learning challenge. If you are aware of these indicators, then you can better shape your approach to learning and thus growth in life. In determining if you will even try to take on a new experience or learning challenge, which is how you would develop competency, the key question you will ask yourself is this goal or activity relevant to my future identity? Most of us are taught to learn for extrinsic values. What's that noise? Was a bird making that noise? No, I heard a noise. Like, yeah, some kind of a noise. That's an extrinsic value or external rewards offered by the world, like acquisition of money, power, and accolades. In the worst metaphor of all time regarding motivation, people refer to this type of motivation as the carrot and the stick. With the stick being a punishment if you don't act in the desired way, and the carrot being a reward if you act in the desired way. The problem with this metaphor is threefold. First, it assumes that we are all asses. Second, it assumes that we are all asses who will do the desired thing if beaten. Third, it assumes that extrinsic motivation actually drives us at all. Finding intrinsic value meaning finding a meaningful connection in something makes it personally motivating, which is very different from how most of us have been taught to think of motivation. Utilitarian value. Utilitarian value has always been the realm of economists who believe, for example, that we purchase items because we know we'll get use out of them, and that the price we would pay for such an item correlates directly to how much use we expect to get out of it. In our focus on high performance, this value is often felt when you know that taking on a new challenge will result in a direct benefit to what you are doing. For example, if learning to code a web page would help you be more efficient at your work and get you a raise, then there is utilitarian value in learning to do so. So what would be useful for you to learn in the next 12 months? Photoshop. Photoshop for me, that's what I need to learn. I need to learn Photoshop to make my own banners, my own flyers and stuff. That's exactly what I told Kim today. Sometimes, you have to stretch, you have to, it's not something I really want to do, to pass my time on a computer making stuff with Photoshop, but I have to learn it because I want to make my own flyer for the 2-1 show and all that stuff. So yeah, So I want to learn Photoshop. I want to learn to. I want to be more independent. To stop asking people to make all the stuff that I want. If I want something done, I'm gonna do it myself. You're never better well served than by yourself. So that's what I'll start to do. Okay, I'm out. See ya.